The Microsoft Band wasn't a home run for the company when it was released last year. It offered a pretty comprehensive ecosystem, but the design and the performance were rather underwhelming. So hopefully they've ironed out things with this year's model. Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena. You're watching a video review of the Microsoft Band 2. Above all, it's the new redesign that's most refreshing and rewarding with the Band 2. You have an improved, slimmer chassis. It's uniform, more ergonomically correct. It has a curved design that better contours our wrist, so it feels exceptionally comfortable to wear for long periods of time. It packs also more sensors than most fitness trackers. You get typical things like a heart rate sensor to measure your pulse and even an accelerometer, but it goes above and beyond by offering additional things like a UV light sensor. You have also GPS, gyrometer, and even a barometer. Those things you tend to not find in most fitness trackers. However though, the water resistance construction is kind of underwhelming still. They refrain from using it for activities like washing your hands or taking showers, so you want to be careful about that. Now, its more ergonomically correct design is attributed to the display that's on here. It's a curved AMOLED display with a resolution of 320 by 128, and it's protected by Gorilla Glass 3, so it's less prone to scratching this time around. It's sharp with some really vibrant colors. The AMOLED panel gives it a lot of substance, whereas before with the TFT panel in the original Band, it tended to be more subdued. And when it comes to outdoor visibility, no problems whatsoever. It's pretty potent with its brightness output, and it's also super responsive. Now, for anyone who's really hardcore into fitness, you'll really appreciate what the Band 2 has to offer, especially with the Microsoft Health app. It's a diversified ecosystem, and you have a lot of different workouts to choose from. You'll be impressed by what it has to offer. The first thing is that it's compatible with many other devices, so Android, iOS, and Windows Phone. It covers a good gamut here. It can be used independently because through the interface, which looks like a Windows tile-based system, you can access pretty much all the functions and even view some pertinent data. For example, your run, your bicycle route, your workout, stuff like that, all through the Band itself. But if you want more detailed information, you could use the accompanying application, which is the Microsoft Health app. It provides just a lot more detailed information, and like I said, it covers a wide array of exercises, so it goes beyond the typical things you'd think of. There are, however, still some challenges and opportunities with the Band 2. First and foremost, it's pretty expensive for a fitness tracker, a wearable one. It's actually at $250, which is $50 more than its predecessor, so it's really up there at the top of the spectrum. Very close to what you'd pay for an entry-level smartwatch. There's also no automatic sleep tracking. It's all done through a manual process. You set it when you go to bed, you turn it off when you get up. That's it. We wish it was automatic, so there's no interaction from us whatsoever. And finally, the battery life is kind of short for a fitness tracker. On some others, we get easily 5 days, but seeing that it has some smarter functions, it gets up to 2 days at the most, which meets Microsoft's specification, but we wish it were just still longer. If you think about picking up the Microsoft Band 2, you ought to think about also smartwatches, because the price point makes it a tough argument. For the same price point, you get an entry-level smartwatch. Now, for most hardcore fitness folks, it does offer quite a package with its feature set. It goes above and beyond most fitness trackers, but then again, you are paying for that premium. So unless you're really passionate about your exercises, routines, and keeping fit, you might want to think about some of the other options out there.